You have been trained since childhood to believe that honesty is your greatest virtue. That being an open book makes you trustworthy. That transparency makes you safe. Machiavelli would call you a fool. In the silent, invisible battlefield of daily life where status is negotiated, influence is tested, and power is silently assessed, your honesty is not a moral strength. It is a signal that says, I have nothing to hide. And worse, I have nothing to protect. By showing the world everything, your fears, your plans, your emotions, you leave yourself exposed. No mystery, no defense, no leverage. You think honesty makes you respected. In reality, it makes you readable. And anything that can be read can be controlled. You have not been virtuous. You have been predictable. And in every hierarchy that has ever existed, predictability is weakness. Most people don't lose power because others attack them. They lose power because they leak. They leak their emotions. They leak their intentions. They leak their frustrations, hopes, resentments, and desires, spilling them onto the pavement for anyone to step on. They mistake emotional exposure for authenticity, but in reality they are advertising their operating system. And here is the brutal truth. A predictable person is a controllable person. When people know exactly what you want, they know how to flatter you, how to manipulate you, how to stall you, how to bait you. If they know you crave approval, they will withhold it. If they know you fear rejection, they will threaten distance. If they know you want success, they will promise opportunity and delay delivery. Your openness becomes a user manual. Power does not operate on trust. Power operates on uncertainty. The strategist does not explain himself. He observes the hierarchy and adapts. You must stop treating the world like a therapy session and start treating it like what it is, a system of incentives, dominance, and consequence. To move upward, you must become a cipher, present but unreadable. The most addictive drug in the modern world is validation. Every time you announce your plans, your business idea, your transformation, your next move, your brain receives a cheap hit of dopamine. Applause before achievement. But Machiavelli understood something modern culture refuses to admit. Announced intentions invite resistance. When you reveal your plans, you do not inspire support. You create targets. You give envious friends time to undermine you. You give competitors time to prepare. You give doubters time to seed uncertainty. And worst of all, you exhaust your own motivation. Your mind confuses talking with doing. This is the Machiavellian error, believing that visibility equals progress. True power moves quietly. This is the discipline of the ghost. Disappear, work in silence. Allow people to underestimate you. There is a terrifying authority in the person who vanishes for months and returns transformed. No announcements, no countdowns, no watch this space. A lion does not roar before it hunts. It roars after the kill. Modern psychology tells you to share your trauma, to expose your wounds, to be vulnerable. In isolation, this sounds compassionate. In a hierarchy, it is suicide. When you bleed in the water, sharks do not feel empathy. They feel hunger. Your deepest insecurities are not sacred. They are leverage. If you confess your fear of abandonment, someone will threaten distance. If you admit self-doubt, someone will question your competence publicly. If you reveal emotional instability, someone will provoke you until you explode. And when you do, they will stand back and say, "See, I told you." You gave them the blueprint. Powerful people do not eliminate their shadows. They integrate them in private. You heal in darkness. You sharpen in solitude. Then you step into the light wearing armor. Your wounds are not for public display. Only scars should be visible. Scars signal survival. Open wounds signal opportunity to others. Silence is always more intimidating than screaming. When you react emotionally, you reveal your triggers. When you over-explain, you surrender authority. Most people talk themselves down the hierarchy. Silence does the opposite. In conflict, silence creates a vacuum, and humans are terrified of vacuums. When you refuse to react, explain, or defend yourself, something fascinating happens. the other person begins to fill the silence. They justify, they rationalize, they overexpose, they fight themselves. And you remain untouched. This is amused mastery. Never provide the resistance of a defense. Never rush to clarify your intentions. The one who explains is the defendant. The one who remains silent is the judge. Power is not loud. Power watches. You must learn the art of strategic ambiguity, financially, philosophically, emotionally. If you announce your wealth, you invite parasites. If you announce your struggles, you invite predators. If you announce your moral code, you give others a script to manipulate you with. You do not need to explain your beliefs. You do not need to justify your success. You do not need to declare your intentions. Live quietly. Let assumptions work in your favor. You want people to think you are doing well, but never know how well. This protects you from envy, from obligation, from attack. Mystery is not deception, it is defense. Those who overshare are constantly negotiating. Those who remain ambiguous set the terms. The world is noisy. Everyone is screaming for validation, sympathy, attention. Everyone is advertising their pain, their plans, their principles. And in doing so, they give the world handles to grab them, pull them, shake them. When you remove those handles, something changes. You become smooth, untouchable. You stop being prey. You become the strategist. Being too honest is like playing poker with your cards face up on the table. You may feel virtuous, but you will always lose the pot. Power does not reward transparency. It rewards control. And control begins with silence. If you are ready to build in darkness, to move without announcing, to heal without performing, to win without explaining, comment, "I choose the cold path." Subscribe, because a fortress is useless if the king is weak. The old you is dead. Now go build the new one.